You know, it's very interesting that the three of the most successful record sellers and most popular performers in the world today are no longer with us. Elvis Presley, John Lennon, and now, of course, Roy Orbison. They each have left behind them, though, a legacy which will remain forever and will also make a lot of money for the people who have been left behind. To talk about these three great performers, please welcome Australia's outstanding rock historian, Glenn A. Baker. Welcome, Glenn.
Hi, Glenn. Great to be with you.
It's great to have you on the show, too. Glenn, as I've mentioned already, when you talk about those three great performers, I guess it's more than ironic that they're no longer with us, but it doesn't necessarily follow that when someone dies, that their record sales all of a sudden start to ascend again. Well, let's take them, 1, 2, 3. Why in the case of John Lennon?
I think that John Lennon, he was someone that an entire generation, perhaps even two, grew up with. Lennon had feet of clay. I think that we warmed to John during those periods when he made a fool of himself with bed-ins and acorns and billboards for peace. There was something about Lennon that was very, very human. And I think that the loss of Lennon probably affected us more than the loss of any figure in this century since President Kennedy, I'd say.
I think also, too, there was something about the Beatles that they were going to last forever, that they were invincible.
Well, I think it was their role of leadership. In the 60s, the Beatles set the tone, not only for music, but for a behaviour, for morality, for attitudes, for opposition to the war, for a whole range of things. And all of a sudden, in 1969, this force that had led us through the 60s was just no longer there. And it was particularly Lennon that really sort of gave us a sense of our own identity in that period, because he came out and he said, look, I was as lost as you all were. I was like stumbling and trying to find my way too. And I think somehow we identify with that.
Something which has always occurred to me, Glenn, I know that you're a great friend of his, and I was certainly more than acquaintance with Johnny O'Keefe.